Alright, where did we leave off last night? Just finished the Season of Bloom. I think we're on holding until the next thing comes up. Everyone's busy. Let's go exploring. Got a little bit of free time now.
It is done.
And I need rest first. That's fine, I can fix the group setup later. How the hell do I get there?
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
At the point where worlds are an absolute joke. Nothing to work on any of them though. There we go. While passing the windmill, we saw a curious thing. Goblins were squatting in the shadow of the building, doing what goblins do best, stuffing their faces. They'd gutted sacks of flour and were spreading the wealth. Some fried pancakes on an open fire. Others threw pieces of dough into a bubbling pot, making some kind of dumpling. And others just rolled around the white powder, shoving clumps down their throats. All of them, without exception, were guzzling ale from kegs nearby, spilling it over each other in bellowing songs. When they spot us, the merry goblins, possibly due to ale, stood their ground. Instead of fleeing, they started to whistle and wave, inviting us to join their feast. They're just having fun. In response, he smiled, muttered, "Why not?" Took a place near the fire. I'd never been at a goblin party before, but it proved little different from the late-night academy reveries. Using their crippled speech, the flower-drenched merry-goers explained the miller invited them to his house, told them to take whatever they wanted, and was polite enough not to ruin the fun, and left soon after that. The food tasted as foul as to be expected, but ale was passable, so soon all of us were tipsy. After these little troublemakers unmistakably recognized Baron as our leader, they offered him to pass several tests to become part of the tribe. For the first test, they demanded him to deal with a terrible beast, the dog. Goblins' dogs, well, they don't get along. Neither with horses, and well, almost any animal that doesn't sting, bite, or hiss. The Baron's task was to steal the miller dog's food plate, so he laughed and accepted the invitation. The dog proved rather big, but lazy and quiet. He was slumbering in the kennel, paying no heed to the nearby party. The dog's plate covered in bones lay before the kennel door. The Baron snapped up to the plate and snatched it from under the hound's nose. It was the perfect time to silence his shadow. Baron swept up the plate and the dog didn't stir. After the goblins praised the Baron for his brilliant performance during the first test, they announced it was time for him to taste their ritual drink, a really nasty thing called Jaguar. At first glance it proved to be ale, until he saw the dead toads bobbing in the barrel for flavor. Judging by the toads' color, they were poisonous. After the Baron saw the brew, he smelled it and bravely filled his keg from the barrel. The barrel smelled horrible. The goblins were scooping the ale in their dirty hands, and when they proved not enough, they dipped their entire heads in, fishing toads out the barrel with their teeth, picking the toads' ale-blistered skins and tossing them back in. The Baron drained the first keg to its dregs. The barrel... I dropped dead just having smelled it, but the Baron downed the horrific beverage without even wincing. Clapping their hands, the goblins brought him another keg, and he drained the second keg. The Baron turned pale, drops of sweat appearing on his forehead. But he drained the second keg without complaint. Those little bastards seemed determined to send him to an early grave. They're already handing the third keg. The Baron drained the last keg. I bet his stomach was lined with dwarven steel. After the third keg, the horrific swelled, the Baron grunted, wiped his lips, and smashed the keg over the nearest goblin's head, making the others laugh and applaud. Now it would be third test. The goblins howled and cheered. It seemed they decided they had tortured the art of cooking enough for the day, so now they sought to abuse the art of poetry instead. They were going to sing a song. The Baron was offered to improvise and add the missing lines. He answered, "Why not?" Accompanying the song with percussions. Percussions were everything the goblins could reach: sticks, branches, forks, pans. They started to crack out a rhythm, as well as they were able. Goblins sing for you this song. How be smart, fit, and strong. How be the goblin best. And the mash tube be impressed. Goblins fight and goblins bite. Goblins steal and goblins hide. But the bestless goblins kill. Is to ransack a windmill. The goblins didn't like the rhyme. Instead of singing on, they started to whistle and throw flower dust in each other. In a heartbeat, the impromptu concert tuned into a skirmish. Finally, the food and ale were exhausted. Casting sad glances at the empty sacks and barrels, the elder goblin sighed and started a speech about how he remembered the happy old times when they were full. But no one seemed to be listening. As the old goblin rambled on, another goblin, slurring his words, invited us to the next party in their village, and after many false starts, gave us directions on how to reach it. A dubious honor indeed, but a useful bit of information. After that, the sodden merry-goers stumbled away, burping and licking their fingers happily. Let's see.
I need to catch my breath.
No, let's go to Silver Step first.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Enough thinking about bad things. If I'd accepted my fate for even a moment when I was enslaved by the Technic League, I would have been broken and turned into a helpless toy.
You've endured much pain, Octavia. Perhaps even more than me. My family died, yes, but at least they didn't betray me.
What's this? Several figures clad in dark robes stand before you. The darkness hides their body and the hoods drape their features in shadow. Baron Giles Deathstalker, no fear, for your time has come. Who are you? Great Mother, Ancestress of Monsters Lamashtu herself has called upon us to track you down and deal with you the way you deserve. Your deeds, which opened new hearts to Lamashtu, didn't go unnoticed. You You trembled and stepped back before the image of Great Mother, having left her children unharmed. The goddess graces those who fear her wrath, and stays their hand from her progeny. You've let me go in peace, allowed me to spread my faith in these lands. For that I prayed to Lamashtu and asked her to bless you, for you are a true protector of her cult. Your mercy for her children of Lamashtu and your protection of those who bow before Great Mother must be rewarded. The goddess herself revealed her will to us through nightmares. We must give glory to the Baron, who honors the cult of Lamashtu, and grant him the blessing of the goddess. Lamashtu is called the mother of monsters and the mistress of insanity for a reason. Her blessing can be far more terrible than any curse. Are you ready to accept the gift of Lamashtu? I'm gonna have to go with my alignment. I don't want to give. It's time to take him out. What the hell was that? I mean, I was cool letting you guys do your shit on my land, but I don't want you infecting me with some kind of monster parasite. What the fuck's wrong with you? Ooh. Cloak resistance 3? Cold 10. Fire 15, acid 15. Throw it on my cleric. Prefer not have him get
Something bothering
by
you?
things. I mean, it's a shame and all. If they just, you know, kept their peace, I wouldn't have had to deal with them.
No stopping now.
Well, that removes that problem, so...
Onwards.
I'm looking for Ivar the Dragon's voice. Let's see if I can find him.
No stopping now.
Last time I met him, he was up here. Nothing. Pieces of fish. Do I have any kind of fish I could put in there? Let's see if this does anything.
It is done.
He's not there, maybe he's in the village.
No stopping now.
Maybe it's the next area over?
I did it. I did!
March on.
Come on. Let's go. Maybe this way?
Be easier if you not fight
Let's
back.
finish them quick. No strike wasted.
How may I help?
It is done.
I'm not afraid.
Ivar's a werewolf. Let it be my last fairy tale then. Once upon a time there lived a stupid young hunter named Ivar. He loved his family, his wife, his son, his little daughter, very much. He also loved making up fairy tales for his children, but one night he came up with a foolish story, one about a silver dragon that could only be spotted if you climbed at the top of a high cliff as the new moon rises. That very night the children snuck out of the house, and their bodies were found at the base of the cliff the next morning. His poor wife's heart couldn't bear the loss. Lissa, she was gone soon after, so Ivar cursed himself, cursed his own blabbering tongue and reckless mind. Standing near the graves of his family, he could only mutter to himself over and over, "I'm a monster. I'm a monster." Then he felt the self-inflicted curse begin to melt him from the inside, burning him, turning him into a beast. He became a werewolf, swore to protect the village to honor the memory of Lissa and, and his children. He wanted to serve people, to bring them good instead of evil at least once. Anger and pain invited beast soul into a human heart. Huh. When I was a kid, the old crones talked about something like this. I thought it was just a fairy tale, though. Were I to spare you, what would you do? I stopped looking to the future long ago, but I don't think I belong here anymore, especially if people discovered the truth. Were you to spare my life, I'd leave. Leave and try to find a new reason to live. Why not work for me? Lay down the title of Dragon's Voice and become the Baron's voice for the people. Sorry, Baron, but no, I'm not interested in working for anyone else. Besides, the village would never accept me if they learned who I really am. So please, just finish me off or let me go. The choice is yours. How exactly did you serve the people? There's always someone trying to take from the villagers, be it their property or their lives. Many's the villain who's become food for worms in the nearby woods. The only danger I haven't gained from much ground against is a gang holed up in a nearby cave. I started hunting them, but it seemed I've run out of time to finish the job. Tell me about this gang. Planning a visit, Ivar smirks? The gang's not big, but they are well trained. They're very familiar with the woods around here. They've made a den in one of the caves to the west, near the lake. It isn't far. Enough, Ivar. I've heard what I need. I won't kill you. Ivar stands holding the wound on his side. I was not expecting mercy, but I'm certainly grateful for it. I hope you can come to terms with your loss. May Saren Ray's light guide you. Thank you for showing mercy. Octavia is shaken slightly after all that's happened. Thank you for giving him a chance. I hear there's a cure for lycanthropy. Good luck to you, Ivar. Go. Try to forgive yourself, if you can. A word in parting, if I may, Baron. Consider it my werewolf instincts talking. I can tell you'll be the subject of stories and legends yourself soon, and I'm sure they'll be told far and wide across the land. Now, whether they'll be tales of terror or of hope, well, that will be up to you. I feel a little bad about killing the wolves now. Too bad, but a little bad. Let's go take care of that gang in the area, though. Let's see, did he give me a location? He did not. How am I supposed to take care of the gang if you don't tell me where the hell they are? Just as we turned towards normal, we ran into a patrol gang. We exchanged pleasantries and they offered to accompany us to the city. I don't want to go to the Varnhold right now. Turn back.
I need to catch my breath.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
It looks like the shroud has dissipated in the dungeon. Ooh, this is good.
The beginning of the hunt.
Not tired. Legs weak. Stomach empty.
Follow me.
May we have a moment of respite?
Octavia, tell me, did your parents...
Not another word, all right? I know, your family and everything, but for the love of the gods, don't mention my parents again, unless you want to hear something you won't like.
Touchy subject. to take care of the kingdom real fast and then head out to the Tenebrous Depths dungeon. There's something important I wanted to discuss with you. It's not easy to admit, but recently the barony has grown so much that I feel it's slipping my grasp. Please ease my burden by finding someone else for the position of Curator of Arts and Education. It's a huge weight off my shoulders. I have other news as well, which I'm sure you will find agreeable. As you know, our neighbor Galt has been in chaos for years. Their ever-changing rulers destroy that which goes against their fickle doctrines, including scientists and creators, but one of them was recently able to escape to your lands. For those unfamiliar with Pathfinder, Galt is their fantasy version of France during the French Revolution. He is the publisher of a newspaper whose headquarters in Galt were burnt down after false accusations of slander. He wishes to move to the capital where he will enjoy your protection. In exchange, he has offered to found a new printing house. He escaped Galt with his plans for a printing machine with him, and he's ready to start his business here. With your permission, and help of course, I think it's a wonderful opportunity. Not only to get our own newspaper, but to help an innocent man back on his feet. What do you say? But we already have a printing shop. Why do we need another one? Lindsay publishes books, not newspapers. I doubt you'd be interested in this kind of endeavor. Our guest from Galt specializes in it. It's fine. It'd be well to open a printing house. Lose a bit of BP, gain culture. Wonderful. I shall immediately send a messenger to the poor fellow and inform him of your decision. You have saved another soul from hopelessness and despair. Occupy 8 slots on the capital grid and unlock any secondary stat. I'm in the hole. I owe people money. I have taken out a loan on accident. That is my bad. Let's pay that back real fast. Taken care of. Advisors. Do I have anyone I can replace him with? I think he's busy at the moment. Yeah, he's got one more day to go on that job. I don't have anywhere near enough funds for this shit. The BP stuff levels so slow. So slow. Skip the day real fast, get him back. Opportunity. Opportunities. Those aren't dire problems. Okay, let's see. Who can I replace you with? No one. You're the only one. You're the only one we've got for the position at the moment, man. You gotta keep it. That's a new position, though. Let's see. Curator oversees education in the barony and also supports the fine arts. The curator also cares about the mark the barony leaves in Valerian's history of arts. But Lindsay's kind of intrinsically tied to this, so get to work. Let's rank up our loyalty again. Taking out the greedy tax collector. Well, that's a dick move. Well, apparently people can afford the tax, so we're gonna take the taxes anyways. Bandits outrage. Several bandit encampments have emerged in the Gnarl Marches. They plunder the peasants, rob the travelers and merchants, and even attack tax gatherers. These bandits need to be muzzled. Let's put our general on the case. Guarantee a success, too, while we're at it. Put him to work on this. Don't even need to take a crisis point. 21 days to solve, though. What else I got? I just sent him out to work, so that's not happening. Start event. Alrighty, to the Tenebrous Depths. Made some party changes since the last time we were there. Let's see what we got. Take that just in case. Really? That'd be awesome. The game surprises you a lot of the times. Like, sometimes it just pulls stuff out of nowhere that you are not looking for. Like, you just can't expect it. My only wish is that they'd make the characters a little bit more robust instead of what they gave us default-wise. It's very narrow, the group setup you can build with it. And I know you can hire mercenaries, but you don't get the stories at that point.
No stopping now.
Like, this game doesn't seem to take into account your level at all.
Consider me provoked.
Get yourself exposed.
Like this. Completely unbalanced encounter.
It is done.
I know the game doesn't really have a DM, but you should at least kind of build the random encounters around your party's level. Just a little bit.
Come here, Bats.
We cannot be defeated.
I grant you death.
I need to catch my breath.
March on.
Hopefully the darkness is dissipated. We can go down further now. Yeah, looks like we're clear to carry on.
Strike when certain.
This is for you.
Oh man. Just tearing them up now.
We can do it!
Hit without breaking it.
Cannot hide from me.
I think it feels like they've gone down in level again. Like I'm getting easier mobs, and now they've gone down another floor.
Bed.
Why is it a stash?
Onwards.
What's that?
I did it.
Follow me.
I did.
Are these statues not going to come to life? kind of disappointing.
It is done.
Nowhere
Which
to
We
run.
will be victorious.
See, me case.
Time wasted.
No stopping now.
Seems to be a secret room on every floor. What is up with the loot here? That's so weird.
March on.
Stainless chain shirt. What do you do? 15 acid resistance. What are you wearing? Oh, you're not even getting your max dex bonus as it is.
Strike with
Let's
all your
finish them
might.
quick.
Yeah.
Just tearing through this floor.
Onwards.
This isn't a door, right? No. That's it for this area? Kinda disappointed. Let's see. I didn't get any messages or anything on this floor, did I? Wait, yes I did. Time-worn empty lockpick case. Another fire floor.
I did it. I did.
I'll fight if I have to. Face me if you dare.
Beast and beast is not an issue. Okay, Charles and stuff like that, I gotta take the cast protection first. Feather step.
It is done.
Nothing in this corner, right? Yeah.
You forced my hand.
The beginning of the hunt.
Saren Ray,
Danger self-exposed.
for I am not.
Wormer. Is that what they're calling blink cats in this game?
You see that?
Follow me.
Gloves of death from afar? Well, my archer's not wearing gloves, so might as well, right?
Head down. Move quiet. Ready to stab. Did it without breaking it.
Done and done.
And bracers of armor +2. Again, all over the place.
No stopping now.
Ready and willing.
Ba, er, riti.
I'll try to make this swift.
Where are you going?
Not that used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Oh man, she got hard.
Share your troubles.
Patricium Durinos. Patricium Durinos. Patricium Durinos.
I am helpless here. So it's come to this.
Shiny thing.
This is my
I did it. I did.
Vials of the Fallen Alchemist?
We won't charge!
That's a lot of them. Perfect time for a controlled fireball.
I'm making red all over myself.
Oh, he just booked it. Don't think I have any characters that use a Dwarven War Axe.
Confide in me.
Magritium Turinos.
March on.
So what's in this room?
It is done.
Be easier.
Down,
Not like
better ones.
No stopping now.
Again, confusing how they're doing the loot tables in here. It's like, we're gonna give you like a whole bunch of junk and an item fragment.
Repent!
Ooh,
Let's give them
before?
what they deserve.
I don't think I've run into those before. Almost regret, I guess.
I am finished.
Oh, I actually made the check. What did we get there? Saving throw against disease and poison. Okay.
Follow me.
Oh, look!
I did it. I did.
Medusa.
I won't let you down.
We're gonna lead off with our best foot right there.
Are, T, go!
Oh, we done pissed a lot of the wrong. I was expecting it to be harder. Attempt to turn me to stone? Something? Yeah, knock got knocked around. Athlete's glove. Mostly just putting on because she's not wearing anything else.
What's the holdup?
Right here, my friend.
Quadritium Turinos.
No stopping
This
now.
is for you!
Egg two.
What's that?
Did it without breaking it.
It is done.
You forced my hand.
Well, that's a
We can do it.
bit different. What the
Strike
hell is
with all
that?
your might.
Maybe it'll, maybe it'll take a fireball, who knows? Better make it two.
Big one.
No. Dead, no. It is just right ass.
I'll survive. I always survive.
Masterworks all. Can I skin this thing? I can. Not successfully, but I can do it. Anything else in this room? It's a big ass room.
Something bothering you?
Patricium Turinos.
Hoping I'm near the end of this floor. I need to rest.
I see something!
I did it. I did.
Useless, useless, useless.
I'm listening.
Patricium Turinos. Patricium Turinos.
I was doing fine up until that, dragworm, that thing. That, totally beat my ass.
March on.
Good, finally. Floor 5. Okay, I did get something for this floor. I'm pretty sure I've got to find something on every floor, otherwise I won't get the final piece for the story off the boss of each wing. Oh, another poison area. This one looks like it's going to be fun. We're going to rest before that.
No stopping now. Onwards.
Running won't help you!
Good, you dead.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all.
Magritio, Turinos.
Knock knock hears. With ears.
We should move.
Oh, I'm in the acid pit. Like, what the hell?
Where now?
Share your troubles.
Magritium, Turinos. Magritium,
Fortunately, these still have
Turinos.
remove blindness on me.
It is done.
This should be the last floor in this wing. If this is following true to the rest of the dungeon. Oop, hold up. Dinosaur bone?
No stopping now.
Uh-oh. And whoops.
I did as you asked.
Pays to have an extra trapper just in case.
I did as you asked.
30 minutes plus 4 charisma? Not sure that's going to be super useful in here, but okay.
March on. Onwards.
You can't stop me.
Not fight back. Best kind of fight.
Again, more junk.
No stopping now.
I did it. I did.
Look.
Oh. Hidden item.
It is done. We cannot be defeated.
Knock Knock just makes short work of everything.
Follow me.
Oops. Date. Portable Alchemist Laboratory. The name of the owner is engraved on a copper plate. Samargda Furdu. The contents of the vials has long evaporated, but some labels are still legible and rather long. Antidote to aconite root, though they finally seem to have run out of it. Antidote to black lotus extract. Yesterday I tried to put some in my bowl. Where could they have gotten it from? Antidote to Barbadzu mucus concentrate? Praise Desna that Barbadzu do not live here. But Leofella has become so enraged that I wouldn't be surprised if she turns into one of them herself, a concentrated one. Add 3 drops to water from any water source if someone else drank the water, then 9 drops and still don't drink it. Protection from spells? I don't know what Tioko actually meant to cast on me. Cure from insanity? Yeah, right. I'm the only sane one left in this party. In any case, you won't be getting another chance. Smelling salts for Manish? He's so pale as if he's about to faint. I wonder what has frightened him so much. A trembling hand to scratch these words upon a soiled sheet of paper. If you are reading this, then I am surely dead. Please deliver this letter to any Pathfinder lodge, or if that is impossible, to any temple of any deity. Do not allow my death to be in vain. My name is Manish Vuvik, and I have been a member of the Pathfinder Society for 12 years. I joined a team of so-called adventurers without having the slightest idea what an abyss of secret wickedness they concealed behind their valiant facades. This party is led by a certain Tioko Sakasama. She presents herself as a priestess of Desna, but takes no effort to hide the fact that she once served Lamashtu, and still bears the stamp of her true master upon her face. Why did she have to bring us to this accursed dungeon? It's clear as day she's preparing a bloody ritual sacrifice. I still don't know who among our party will hold the dagger beside her, and who may lie on the altar next to me. But Leofella Demir is another servant of evil. Of that there can be no doubt. She and Tioko constantly argue, and their seething spite unites them like nothing else could. Leofella struck me for no reason, and would have killed me for certain if Tioko hadn't used a spell to paralyze her. Of course, the sacrifice must remain unscathed until the ritual. Rugden Drass is also an apparent cultist, with the tenacity of a maniac. He keeps dragging us further and further into the fetid depths, promising countless treasures, though by now none of the party believe him, and no one can answer the simple question, why did we come here? The only one among them who might not be a dark cultist is Samargda Furdu. Like me, she trusts no one and keeps to herself. She doesn't eat from the common pot and keeps mumbling about something about poison. Could this mean that she's meant to be a sacrifice like me? Or is she their chief surgeon? Does she feign to earn my trust? Is it all to end in betrayal? I have no hope of escaping this dungeon alive, but I cannot accept the atrocities that these 3 or 4 villains are committing. To glorify their evil goddess, it must be stopped. Whoever reads this note, find them and punish them. Do not allow them to discredit the good name of the Pathfinder Society.
Check that out.
Me? Head down, move quiet. Ready to stab.
Let's see if he can make it in without... Oh yeah.
Did it without breaking it.
Go!
We will be victorious.
That got their attention.
Provoked.
Oh, that wolf trick. Judgmental gaze. +4 bonus to wisdom. If the wearer has Inquisitor's Judgment class ability, it allows the wearer to use it 1 additional time per day. Let's see what the boss had. Heavy shield +2. Breastplate +2. Belt of Incredible Dex +4. Headband of Inspired Wisdom +4. Amulet of Natural Armor +3. Shroud of Swirling Darkness. Cannot proceed further. Eight, 7, 6, 5.
Onwards, together.
I don't think I missed anything, did I? I did. Shame.
No stopping now.
Ooh, no.
You can count on me.
Go.
Charge!
We do not mess with swarms.
This is for you.
Me
Onwards.
see, me keep. I did it. I did.
March on. This is done.
I bow to your courage, O fearless mortal. I will never forget it, and I will never forget you. You killed the fallen priestess. I remember what she was like when she entered the cave, quiet but resolute. She radiated the light of a noble heart, which had once lost its virtue, but found the strength to regain it. The darkness of insanity and the power of evil deities turned this light to darkness. But I am sure if her former self had met the monster she had become, she would have slaughtered it without a qualm, just as you have. Her rush of madness has passed and a veil of darkness has been drawn. I managed to go further than before into the dungeon, and without the risk of becoming a pup to the forces of evil. Expanded shop. Let's see what you got. That Mithril full plate 2 new +2 is probably the best thing he's gotten so far. They still have got pretty terrible inventory. This guy get anything new? Nothing new from this guy either. Shame. Looks like I can't proceed down this dungeon any further until I get to the next act. +3. He's already wearing a +3. He doesn't need that. What else? Might as well. So that means you can have it. Yeah, let's switch up which cloak you got. Let's put you +1 and give you the +3 necklace. Although I really, really need to get you a new breastplate. Quick rest real fast.
Amiri eat like Cronkshaft.
I'm hungry. What's a cronkshaft?
No stopping
See
now.
what we got here.
Strike when Satan cannot hide from me.
Oh! Not okay with that.
Head on.
assassin's chain shirt. What do you do? +4 chain shirt. Wow. You need to remember these characters have armor training, so that they actually get more dex bonus than what they're saying they get.
It is done.
Nothing else in the darkness here? You know what? I'll take it. There's a lot of little places around here in the forest.
Bring it!
We cannot be defeated.
Your strength wasted.
Cleave means that everyone's dead by the time her spell even gets off. Gold powder?
March
Got the
on.
strange loot centers. There's something else at work here. Roval, you made it through selection. By this letter I appoint you the headman of Alazar of Wolves. Congratulations. You've just received new orders. Herdsmen from local villages held a whip round for money and hired us to kill the Cyclops that's been ravaging their herds for the last several years. It's not much money, but this is a good and proper deed. Our key advantage lies in our numbers, so we should engage the Cyclops on open ground. We can't let him hole up in his lair. Your objective is simple. Gather the rest of the recruits near the cave in the Gnarl Marshes. Draw out the Cyclops and lead them to the meadow, where our main forces will surround and neutralize them. I'll brief you on the details when we meet. I'm counting on you, Captain Elzar. It didn't go so well for him. Considering they're not even wearing masterworks, yeah, Cyclops might have been a bit out of their reach.
No stopping now.
I think I found the Cyclops.
I
Raider
shall end
Cyclops.
this suffering.
Come here, Bax. Not that
Oh,
stab.
stop.
With all your might.
Ooh, that one was deep.
Oh, that hit for 111. This just took the wolf down in one shot. That's brutal. Great Club +2, Hide Armor +3, Armor +2, Protection +2. Trident +3. Good.
I'm glad to help.
Looks like the pillar is unfixable. The head of a ram is engraved on it with a swarm of flies breaking out of its single gouged eye. This represents the Horseman of Pestilence, the archdemon who sits on the throne of flies, and one of the four rulers of Abaddon. Oh, poor Wolfie.
How may I help?
Let's give you
Patritium Turinos.
I don't think you can be Death's Sword, but better safe than sorry. Bones, skulls, rotten hides, and there's nothing of interest in this cave.
Onwards.
How much did Cyclops give me? 1,000. Ooh, he was worth a lot of XP. Protection +2 for you. Armor +2 for you. Need to head back into my lands.
Nowhere
You
to
can't
run.
stop me!
Wish there was another way.
Fucking Ranger and his arrows just destroy things.
I need to catch my breath.
My guy no longer gets exhausted, so he never has to stop running. Nice.
May we have a moment of respite?
Octavia smiles cunningly. I have good news. Your subjects who have until recently held you in distrust now have such faith in you that they insist on your final word to settle their disputes, such as the one I bring you today. Octavia giggles but then grows serious. Alright, since we're here, we may as well help. A shepherd has come to the capital, begging that you personally resolve a delicate situation. You see, the shepherd has a favorite cow. Please don't laugh. This is important to your subjects. Well, this cow likes to graze in his neighbor's yard. The neighbor was patient for a while, but then locked the cow in her barn, claiming if I feed the cow, then the milk is mine. The shepherd and his neighbor have been quarreling for 2 days, and has nearly come to blows. Settle their argument for them. After all, you're the Baron. Octavia shakes her head. I have no idea who I'd give the cow to. Both sides have reasonable arguments. Return the cow to the shepherd. It's his cow, but he should give her milk. Should be a deal. Shouldn't just be outright. The scouts located and the soldiers destroyed the slavers. Defeated the bandit gang, returned a portion of their plunder, and discovered a secret cage of stolen jewelry. I bear bad news, Your Grace. A number of foul idols have been seen around your new capital. They don't belong to any god known to me, and strange learners seem drawn to them, which only gives me greater concern. I suggest we tear them down and be done with it. Who knows what evil still lingers in the stolen lands from the odd times. In any case, they certainly don't belong here. Grind these strange idols to dust. I have no wish to see strange shrines, especially after I've just had monsters popping out of portal seeds on my subjects. The Temple of the Elk has been restored. Aristotle's faithful flock to the sacred place to pay their respects to their god and patron. Actually, I should probably level up the Divine. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, is there anything I could stick? Yeah, I could stick my general on this. 10 days to sell it. That'll give me just enough time to work on this. My economy's getting good there. What new events do I have now? Let's see what the treasure has to say. Giles Deathstalker, your subjects truly are savages. My, how the peasants hate paying their taxes. As if they preferred the Stag Lord's way. When he ran out of gold, he could just kill everybody in the nearest village and pick the loot from their corpses. But here you come with your monthly tax collection, and for them it's nothing less than a nightmare. However, your people won't get off so easily. Numbers of them join the tax masters, followers of Abadar. They regard avoidance of taxes as a major personal offense. Really? There's a fucking religion based on tax collection? These tax masters wear gold masks and go from door to door to beat the gold out of your people along with their teeth. It is indeed the civilized approach. That's civilized? It may be the only way to bring some sort of civilization to this forsaken corner of the world. However, if you allow this to continue, you will surely be called a tyrant. I urge you to act carefully. I'd arrest these tax masters and let them know that they have gone too far. Don't disband them altogether. Someone has to collect your taxes, and there aren't many people willing to take this thankless job. Yeah. Denounce them. I hope you won't be troubled by a touch of hypocrisy. The peasants will hear you denounce tax masters, and the message will comfort them. In the meantime, the tax evaders will still be attended to during the nighttime. Quietly. Covertly. Put him to work, sir. Checking out the curse. Let's strengthen our military. Actually, hold on. I got people doing it. Slacking off, it would seem. Except I don't have any projects for them, really. Wait, I got these. Ooh, that's pretty low, actually. Rank up the community. Hopefully this will get me the next storyline quest. Happy birthday. Success. Success. Guaranteed success? No chance of failing? Definitely, I'll take that. Lindsay waves her hands in excitement. Finally you have your own advisor for cultural affairs. I am so happy you entrusted this to me. First of all, art in our barony is not doing so well. People care more about the soil and what it can give them, and not about affairs of the spirit or the life of the mind. But we can fix this. Your subjects just need a gentle nudge in that direction. You just have to spend a little money and time on education, open private schools, offer classes at temples, or even invite foreign teachers to the capital. Anything will be better than what we have now. What do you say? I'm always for education. We'll open schools. I don't want my lands to be inhabited by uneducated bumpkins. Invest in the future. Still hasn't given me the new storyline quest yet, though. Poltergeist in the Temple. When's this expire? 1 Sarenth? He's occupied for 31 days. Let's see. This game's like half Baldur's Gate, half Civilization. Wish I could tell what day it is. Or how many days I've got left in the month. But no. Bugger it. Poltergeist will have to be left alone for now. Let's raise culture. We already hired the rusty dogs. 4 days, 17 days. Put him on the case. Ooh, I do want to claim new land, though. Bombs deal an additional d6. Kinda curious if I could wear 2 of those. There we go. No. She can't claim that one. Oh wait, she can. Amari looks unusually grim today. Listen, we need to talk, but not in front of everyone. After the council ends, come to the tavern. It's about my tribe, my old one from before. See anything else I could set up for now? To the tavern we go then. Then we get to go on a tour of the northern marches to claim new territory. The barbarian sips the beer from her mug with a grim look. She hesitates as if she doesn't know where to begin. Once I told you about my tribe, remember? The Six Bears, of course I remember. Me, I'd be happy to forget, but they were spotted on your lands. Our scouts told that they saw their camps near the Numeria border. That's odd, we're a long way from the realm of the Mammoth Lords. Exactly. Leaving homeland and heading off south where strangers live? The tribes have never done this. I really hoped I'd never see their ugly faces again. I walked across Numeria to be as far from them as I could, and now they follow me. What the hell? So let's visit my old tribe, find out what they do want so far from their snow, and then we can kick them back. She finishes her beer in one gulp and belches and stumbles towards the tavern maid to order another. Well, we were kind of heading that way anyway, so that's fine. Peaceful travelers. It's our skeletal salesman. Let's see what he has now. Looks like it's the same stuff from last time.
It is done.
I need to catch my breath.
Let's see if I could find Boken's shop. I need to turn in some books to him.
No stopping now. March on.
I don't see any shops. How the hell am I supposed to meet him up to give him these books? Hmm. Free halfling brewery? Why not? Definitely want one of those. Do I have room in my main town for school? Oh, I definitely have room. 8 of 20. Oh, these are already paid for, that's what it is. I don't think I've been hit by raiders a single time. back where I first been? Let's check. I want to get this quest out of my
May
journal.
we have a moment of respite?
We can rest when we get to the trading post. It's free.
I
Time
need
to
to catch
search
my
for the
breath.
spot to rest.
Yes, you're all tired. Suck it up. There you are. Built you a shop. So I'm still missing one of them? Thought I had all three of them.
No stopping now.
Anything new from you? Nope, same shit from the beginning of the game. Yep. So it gives damage reduction of 1? It's kind of shit.
It is done. What new event happened now? Oh yeah, no. Squash those bandits. We're not letting any bandits live in my kingdom.
I need to catch my breath.
Can't afford it. We've gone and spent all of my BP there.
May we have a moment of respite?
You can rest now. Let's see.
heard that once, far away from here, goblins nearly killed all Longshanks. Marched from forests, burned down villages, conquered almost everything. Although lost all in the end, Longshanks woke up and bashed everyone, as usual.
Doesn't even talk to him, he's just talking to himself. He's like, yeah, remember that time we almost killed all the humans? Those were good times.
Follow me. We will be victorious.
Go down!
We won't falter.
Wait, I've actually got a weapon for this. She actually has an axe of undead slaying.
Bring it!
As soon as you approach the camp, a bright-eyed girl in a long skirt runs up to Amari and gives her a big hug. Amari, you're really alive. Oh. The girl sobs and wipes her eyes. Everyone said you were killed by the giants, but I always believed you survived, and no one ever found your body. Amari, I missed you so much. There now, stop crying. I'm alive and well. You know nothing can beat me. Here, meet each other. Nylak, this is Baron Giles Deathstalker. He's something like a new chieftain for me now. Giles Deathstalker, this is Nylak. She's the only other decent person in my whole lousy tribe. Don't say that. Yes, the elders were mean to you, but you shouldn't blame the whole tribe. Having wiped her eyes, Nylak presses her hands against her chest and bows before you. I am Nylak, Songkeeper of the Six Bears. You must be the ruler of these lands. Forgive us for intruding into your domain, but we... Wait, really? You are really the Songkeeper now? That's great. Since when? Nylak gives her a sad smile. I always wanted to be one while you were learning to fight. I learned the legends while you were training with the sword. I trained with the tambourine, but I was initiated during your funeral feast, Amari. We were saying goodbye to you and your party. As I sang at the funeral pyre, my heart broke in pain. Desna whispered to me and told me how I could turn this pain into power. Even the rocks and stones cried over the fallen when they heard my song that night. Nice to meet you, Nylak. May both our tribes live in peace. I'm guessing here comes the asshole. An old gray-haired barbarian with a tattooed face interrupts her. Nylak, who are you chatting with? Who are you? Wait. He looks closer to Mari's face suddenly starts to yell, pointing his crooked finger at her. You, pariah, freak. After all you did, you still have the nerve to come and show your ugly face here? Chieftain Akaya, this is Baron Giles Deathstalker. We're in his lands now. Please soften your heart. Maybe he can help us. A baron? That's something like a chieftain, right? You don't look like one. Well, whatever. I am Akaya, chieftain of the Six Bears tribe, and I need you to give me this dirty scumbag. He points his finger to Mari. Knock knock. Think somebody maybe once get stabbed? Amari is no longer one of your tribe. She's with me now, so if you need something from her, you'll have to speak with me first. Chieftain Akaya, you have no idea what a venomous snake you've invited into your tent. Listen to me and I will tell you. From the dawn of time, our tribe lived by the old ways. Everyone had a place, a job to do. Men crafted and went hunting, women bore children and kept the huts clean. These are the ways set by our ancestors, and we do not change it. But then this upstart girl wants to match herself against men. She passed the warrior's initiation. She went hunting. But there's truth in the saying. Nothing good comes from a woman with a sword. Neighbor tribes laughed at us. Look, there's a second chieftain in the tribe. Soft chieftain. Girl chieftain. Must be the end of the Six Bears. And they were right. She brought disaster upon our whole tribe. Once a gang of giants came to our lands. They scared our prey, attacked our huntsmen, so we decided to deal with them. We sent a group, and she went along. For a long time we waited for this group to return, then we went searching for them even longer, but all we found were the dead bodies. Giants killed them all. Everyone, except for her. And then things got even worse. Have you seen those monsters? An evil spirit sends them, the ghost of a giant. He's the one who chased us from our lands. He chased us through all of Numeria. Even now he's somewhere nearby. Maybe he's just over that hill. He chases us, kills our people, and always says the same. Bring the thief to me. Find Amiri. The chieftain turns to Amiri, his face red with anger. He shouts, slaughtering in her face. Now you understand? That's what your dreams have cost us. You brought a curse on our tribe, pariah. Now hand me your weapons and get yourself to the woman's hut. That is your place. It always was and always will be. We'll feed you to the ghost, and maybe then he'll leave us alone. At least you'll atone for a tiny part of your guilt. In reply, Amari headbutts the chieftain's face, breaking his nose with a sickly crunch. Paying no heed to Nilak's squeal and growling in anger, she leaps upon him, punching the old man's face. The chieftain spits blood and struggles to speak, and Amari grabs her sword. You realize that a murder will quickly follow. Amari, stop. Enough. He's already got what he deserves. Amari raises her sword. Akaya shuts his eyes, but the final blow never comes. Amari sheathes her sword, pushes the chieftain on the ground, and spits on him. Get lost out of my sight, you scumbag. Next time I see you, I won't stop at words. I'm proud of you, Amari. Returning the sword to the sheath and avoiding bloodshed. That is a true feat that not many are capable of. Oh, get lost. This isn't the time for your lectures. Nilak helps the defeated chieftain stand up and takes him to the nearest hut. The rest of the barbarians hurry away, hiding themselves from Amari's anger. Panting heavily and swaying like a drunk, Amari approaches you and puts her bloody hand on your shoulder. That old goat said some evil spirit must be somewhere nearby. Let's go. We find him and we kill him. Then we make them all go back where they came from. I don't owe to them nothing and never. I don't want to see them never again. Sounds like a quest.
I need a challenge.
Not much more runner and talker than fighter.
Frost Great Axe, Animal +2, and Swiftfoot Boots. What did those do? That's a new magic item for me. Increases wearer's movement speed by 10. That is... well, that is definitely going on my main guy, because he is slow as shit, and she is ultra fast, so she does not need that boost.
No stopping now.
Whoops,
Onwards.
accidentally clicked out of the window. That's it. We're done with your evil spirit. We cut him into pieces and cast them to the wind. You didn't even try to speak with him. Mari, we've already fought and killed him. Many times. It's no use. He always comes back. Oh, Mari. Why do you always slash first and think later? So what was I supposed to do? Lay on the ground for him and let him eat me? Mari, the ghost was trying to tell us something. Like we had nothing better than to talk to the dead. Sword in his throat. That's the end of the talk. If he comes back, slay him again. Big deal. Nilak shakes her head in disappointment. Amari, I hoped you so much that after we found you, everything would be better. What should we do now? You don't like something? Come on, speak up. I can hear. Amari bellows with unexpected anger. Nilak matches her anger. I'll tell you what I don't like. You left me. Thanks to you, I realized that a woman can do something bigger than scraping hides and cooking stew. I hoped that you would become chief, and I'd be your advisor, and together we'd change the ways of this tribe. But instead you just disappeared without even saying goodbye. I had nothing left but to become Akaya's advisor, who led this tribe through the whole Numeria. Who do you think? Who negotiated with the other tribes? And who lived in the women's hut all this time, serving dinner to the chieftain? And now we found you. You ruin everything. Now the chieftain is angry. He's bound to do stupid things, and I won't be able to talk him out of it. Our tribesmen will die, Amari, and all because of your itchy fists. She had her reasons for doing what she did. I have no doubt about that, and she didn't think about anyone else, except her reasons. Congratulations, Amari. Now you're just like a real man in the Six Bears. You only think about yourself. You use your fists whenever you need to or not, and then you leave it to the women to sort out your mess. So that's how you talk now, huh? You want me to tell you why I smashed this old mushroom's face and why I fled? I'll tell you. Listen now, you wanted it. The war party I went with, you think we went to fight the giants? I thought that too. I was so happy. I was a fool. We did not go there to kill giants, Nihilak. We went there to kill me. They thought the giants would eat me up and they won't have to get their hands dirty. But I came back, alive, and with this sword. I thought that no one would dare to say that Amari wasn't a real fighter, but then they just laughed into my face and said that if the giants didn't kill me, the frost would. Then they left me alone in the wilderness, without food or tent. When I understood why, when I saw what this hunt was for, it was then, for the first time in my life, I felt real rage. Yes, Nihilak, don't you turn away now. Look in my eyes, I killed them all. With this sword, I'm not a thief, Nihilak. I'm much worse. I'm a kinslayer. And now you know what? I don't care. They deserved it. The whole damn tribe can go to the Dragon's Maw. And me too? What? Do I deserve to die? Should I go to the Dragon's Maw too? No, this wasn't what I meant. You're not like them. I am a part of this tribe, Amari. If you don't want to help me save it, you'd better leave. I'll manage without you. I'll ask the Tiger Lords for help. Who the fuck are the Tiger Lords? Barbarians are along Brevi's borderlands? Amari spits on the ground, then grabs your hand in her iron grip and drags you away without saying another word. Did that give us another part to it, or is that just tapered off? Nope, we're waiting on the next part of that.
We've downed better ones.
Consider me provoked.
Wait. No longer fighting undead. Back to... Let's go shop. That was a fairly large raiding party.
Need to catch my breath.
Dawnflower, Guide my hand.
I
Not
grant you
used to
death.
lighting enemies on fire first.
So it's come to this.
Let yourself
Hey!
explode.
Can someone help me?
Almost a complete heal. Actually, let's rest before we go in there. Just saw that everyone's exhausted.
How do you find your way in the forest, huh? All the trees look the same to me.
People are the same as well. We have 2 hands, 2 legs. But you can tell them apart when you meet them.
March on!
This is for you!
What the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, it trains levels. That's not cool.
Nighttime. The East will not fight back.
Thank God it's draining the wolf and not my characters. That would have been terrible. Poor Wolfie, but, I mean, let's be honest, he recovers a lot easier. Belt of Strength +4, Natural Armor +3, Protection +2, and Resistance +2. Otherwise known as the usual suspects. It's the same shit I get on fucking everything.
It is done.
Is that all there was in here? No, there's gotta be more. No, it's all collapsed. That's it. That's all there was in here. I mean, good loot for that one single fight, but kind of hoping for more.
I need to catch my breath.
That's a big horse. What the shit? Merchant in distress. A stout middle-aged man is fighting to keep his balance on top of the creaking tower. He's terrified and sweat is running down his face. So much so it's soaked his shirt through. For the sake of all gods, take me down before I break my neck. Knock Knock's jaw drops as he eyes the tall construction with a puzzled look. A moment later, he bursts out laughing, pointing his finger and stomping fitfully. Hold on, I'll help you. Abadar be praised. Finally. Jump, I'll catch you.
Oh, man's face becomes paler with every passing second. All right. Tameth, pull yourself together. 1, 2, 3. Tamarath tries to steady himself and prepares to jump. As he does, the makeshift tower begins to sway dangerously. With a yelp, Tamarath leaps as the tower begins to tumble down. Crates falling everywhere. You extend your arms forward to catch him. And you succeed. Struggling with the effort, you set the vendor in the ground as best you can. Thank the gods I'm saved. Thank you, too. If only poor Avim was as lucky. The vendor throws a glance at the blood pooling beneath the miniature cart. What exactly happened here? I was carrying my wares to the neighboring village. I've heard strange stories of odd happenings on this road, but I didn't listen. The old fool that I am. My coachman Avim and I were barely halfway to the village when a crowd of Fae sprang out of the woods, laughing and encircling us, and we didn't stand a chance. They started to rummage through the cart, and then I could scarcely believe it. They began building this ridiculous tower, arguing about what they should call it. But while they were building it, one of the crates fell and cracked open, and the paints, they were fascinated by them. But they couldn't find a canvas, so they decided to paint our poor horse Garland. They made him huge with their magic and started to color him each in their own way. Garland just couldn't stop rearing, he was so scared, and Avim couldn't take it anymore. He loved Garland so much. The vendor was silent for a moment, his face pained. Avim over Avim. We've been through so much together. Long story short, Avim broke free and tried to drive the Fae away. That's when Garland fled. The Fae were ready to kill poor Avim where he stood, but the woman who led them proposed a joke instead. Before I knew it, they'd put me on top of the tower so I couldn't disturb them, and then they stuffed poor Avim into the cart with the remainder of the boxes, and then shrunk the cart. Tamara swallows, but not Avim. So what do they call this tower, Tamarath? The Tower of Solitary Contemplation. Where can I find the Fae who did this? Suddenly you hear branches rustle and noise from the nearby bushes, becoming louder and louder. Oh, if they think a giant tree is going to scare me, I'm going to light the damn thing on fire. I mean, that is a lot of trees, I'll give them that. Still going to light it on fire.
Finish them quick!
Oh! Apparently, it casts where he was, not where he's going. Neria, from the hill's summit, a slim and miniature woman with dark hair and pale, almost moonlit skin is regarding you curiously. There is a light smile on her lips, but her eyes are like the cold depths of an ocean. Judging by her appearance, she can only be a Nereid. So that's who spoiled our fun and killed the guardians we left to watch over our new friend. We didn't invite you to participate in our game, but still you intervened and ruined everything. Why? There's nothing amusing in making others suffer, can't you see that? Suffering comes and goes. If someone played a trick like that on me, I wouldn't hold a grudge for long, though I'd repay the giver with a joke of my own. The only things of value are those able to leave a mark. Pain, blood, screams for help, smashed bodies, this is no humor. This is unjustified cruelty. Real jest, true humor brings joy. Have you seen any joy in the faces of those unlucky enough to have crossed your path? I never thought about it from that perspective. So be it. I'll fix what can still be fixed. Poor bastard in the cart's still probably crushed to death pretty badly, though.
Confide in me.
And because they're summoned, they didn't leave loot. Assholes. Thank you. I dread to imagine what could have happened to me if not for you. Please take this as a sign of my gratitude.
No stopping now.
They unpainted the
I
horse
believe
even.
I found something.
Was this a random encounter? No, I don't think so.
Not
no.
not tired. Legs weak. Stomach empty.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
I hate trolls! After what they did to Ekkon's village, I could tear them apart with my teeth!
Torak bless you, Amiri. You know how revenge is forged.
We've got such a dysfunctional party. All except the cleric. Although, he probably got some secret in his past, too. Let's see here. Some squirrely route. Need to get back into the
I
north.
need to catch my breath.
There we go. Can't skip days from where I'm at. How's my PP doing? Pretty shit still.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
May we have a moment of respite?
As soon as this is over.
Strike with
I'm
all
not
your
afraid.
might! Follow me.
Have you counted how many you've killed during your journeys?
A lot? Why would I count? My job is to swing my sword. Let Pharasma count the dead.
$25 extra BP. I'll take that. I want to get the economy up as high as possible. I need that BP flowing in if I want to do any projects. Give it a day or two. Let's see if I have someone better for that task. Plus, I gotta train the general anyways. Let's see here. Anything in the throne room? No.
5, 6, 7. Month 9. I got a little bit of time on this one. Octavia looks embarrassed. I've come with a request. Could you find a diplomat to handle negotiations and politics? I lack the stamina to lead complicated discussions, and I don't have the time at all for politics. Your subjects grow in number, and their problems multiply. It seems almost everyone demands attention. The girl smiles timidly. Speaking of their problems, I keep hearing about how difficult it is for your subjects outside the barony, especially in Brevoy. These past few weeks, our merchants overcharge our peasants or use their connections to force our people into disadvantageous agreements. Why not build a consulate there? I'm sure your subjects will appreciate you taking care of them, even when they travel outside the barony. I like this idea. Let's build a consulate. Mim Wobblegander, there you are. I've wanted to see you in person for a long time. All of Brevoy is talking about your feats. The girl is smiling curiously, sizing you up. She finally nods to you. Mim Wobblegander, the greatest goldsmith in Restov, at your service. Happy to meet the ruler of this land. You know, it's quite beautiful here. The view of a lake surrounded by a picturesque green forest, for inspiration for a lovely brooch design. I do have a sapphire, but no green jewels. I have no idea who can help me with this. We're surrounded by simpletons here who know nothing of sublime matters, except for you, of course. Mim looks at you meaningfully. Very well, you shall have this gemstone. Emerald. Don't I have an emerald? I have a shit ton of jewels. No, I've got diamonds. A traveling interrogator and executioner, priestess of Zon Kuthon, is offering her services to the Baron. The half-elf is certain there is much learned from the barony's prisoners once they're in her hands. Make that not a thing. Here, goat. The entire region's grain harvest is infested. Man, it's just problem after problem. Once you get back from her, about 14 days? It appears that not all of your neighbors know that lawful order has come to the Stolen Lands. Over many years, they have grown accustomed to these territories belonging to monsters and bandits, and have learned to behave accordingly. I've heard rumors that hunters from Patax cross the borders into the barony searching for game. They cross state borders as easily as wading across a stream. I don't want to sit idle and watch as the peasantry of foreign kingdoms mock our laws. Please enforce control over the barony's borders. It will be an important move for anyone who doesn't yet take your rules seriously. Very much so. I will see that our soldiers will take up the duty as soon as possible. Your Grace, I must inform you that military affairs have begun to take up all of my time, and more than once I have missed overlooked a detail concerning domestic security. Please hire a warden, an advisor who will watch over the safety of your subjects, and I shall continue carrying out the responsibilities of your general. The castle turns its attention to the map of the Stolen Lands. New recruits keep coming, Your Grace. You must decide where the barracks is to be built. To my mind, it would be best to build both the barracks and their training camps nearby, close to the capital. Many of these youths burn with enthusiasm, but until it is tempered by discipline, they will never be as good in battle as they would hope to be. I recommend we create camps to train and drill all those who would protect these lands in the future. Yeah, keep them near the capital. I'm happy you'll give our soldiers a chance to train before we send them into battle. I will take care of everything. And I think that means I get another advisor again. Don't worry, come work for me. You get 2 jobs. You have to adventure and take care of shit for me. Don't have the BP for it yet. That's a nice one to have. Global power. I already have a barracks. Again, same problems. I have no BP to build stuff.
Onwards. No stopping now.
I have more areas I can claim now, at least.
I need to catch my breath.
May we have a moment of respite?
Ekin, why is your wolf staring at me? I'm not a chunk of meat.
He likes you. You have a lot in common.
It is done. March on.
The Great Nightmare? What the fuck? Alright, we're gonna
Once
throw
a
some
girl
buffs
told
up
me
first.
my eyes light up her world. I said that the blessing of Sarenrae will light up her soul. She seemed disappointed. Right here, my friend.
I tire of waiting. We won't falter!
Knife is for stab, pick is for lock. But what makes a hero? Why?
Now,
ask
the beginning of the
Knock-Knock.
hunt.
They go down!
Hey!
Over-prepared a little bit, but better safe than sorry. Flaming glaive, full plate, and a gold ring.
No stopping now.
They give you a really eclectic mix of weapons in this game. You rarely get something common. For some
Onwards.
reason, longsword's been one of the rarest fucking weapons to find. I've gotten like 3 magical longswords the entire game so far. Like 30 plus hours in.
I stand ready. Forward!
Hoping not fight back. Best kind of fight.
Repent!
That one went deep.
Yeah, at least their master works. Get some money out of them. It's worse when they attack and they don't have anything of value at all. Let's see here. Blowing a lot of money on those BP points.
Follow me. We can do it!
Got armor +2. Agile short sword. Another melted charter ring.
It is done.
I need to catch my breath.
No sense wasting rations if I can help it. Dio, Ekin looks sullen. There's a disaster. Everywhere the Stag Lord may be gone, but there's still much trouble in your lands. Robbing and killing on the roads. You must do something. Protect the people. My advice, a curfew. Now's the time of night when people remain inside their homes. My guard will maintain order. Should have a fairly solid loyalty. I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. Yeah, I got a fairly good loyalty. The more stability I have, the better. rank up the military again. This should give me some BP to use if I need it. Oh, we hired the torturer? I thought we were supposed to drive her off. Well, that's one way to deal with it. Erdis Hanvaki, a young man wearing fancy clothes with delicate features and a perfect posture, gives you a precisely measured light bow. Your Grace, allow me to introduce myself. I am Erdris Hanvaki. I beg you to give me a moment of your precious time. Thank you for honoring me with your visit. To what do I owe the pleasure? A surprised expression appears on the young man's face, but he conceals it behind a polite smile. Such flawless courtesy. I can see you are a true noble, unlike some impostors from the River Kingdoms. Let me get straight to the point of my visit, for it is the matter of utmost importance. A tragedy has brought me here, one that has been looming over my family for a while, or perhaps one that has already come to pass. You see, Your Grace, 2 months ago, my elder brother, Toman Hamvaki, went missing after leaving Gralton, where our family resides. He headed northwest. His destination, as we found out later, was a village called Varnhold, but he never arrived there. The capital is the last place he was seen alive. We don't know where he is or whether he's still alive. Our poor father is losing his head in grief. Please, help us to learn something about the fate of my brother, and you'll gain an eternally loyal ally. Tell me about your brother. Our family, no matter how venerable, has always carried a spirit of adventurousness. If you will, in our blood, a thirst for risk and exploits. Each generation has had its own daredevil who left all he owned and went chasing after some ghostly treasures, completely ignoring the tears of his loved ones. I'm afraid this family curse has befallen my brother now. If only I knew what exactly he was looking for, or where exactly he was going. Sadly, all I've managed to learn was the name of some village out in the middle of nowhere, Varnhold, along with the fact that my brother never arrived there. Tell me about your family. The Hanvakis are an ancient family with a long history, hailing back to the days before Gralton's founding. Unfortunately, our wealth has been depleted by a series of reckless ventures, like the one my brother is partaking in right now. Family archives, some heirlooms, and our honor. These are all the treasures our once influential house has come to possess. I'll see what I can do for you. Farewell. Jubilost, Giles Deathstalker. It's time we discuss one of my gravest problems of the River Kingdoms, piracy, and all the crimes which accompany it. You see, for decades, the illegal trade of stolen goods has flowed among the criminals and corrupt merchants of these lands. Now that we have guards in the harbors and along the roads, this illegal traffic has slowed, but only somewhat. Someone else might suggest you take advantage of the situation, simply collect your fees, and don't ask too many questions about the blood these goods are soaked in. But as a traveler far and wide, experience has taught me that the real wealth only gathers when there's no robbery or smuggling. The major trade unions won't want to deal with one who promotes piracy. I warn against tolerating such things as they stand now. Establish proper customs in your harbor and hunt down these lawless captains. The shadow trade must be put to an end. I command the establishment of proper customs. I see nothing but bonuses there. Improving economic status. So we shall put an end to the illegal trade of stolen goods in these lands. Put music to my ears. You heed my advice, proving that my labor to elevate this territory have not been wasted. I shall endeavor in my next book to explain how important it is for every wise advisor to work with a leader who knows better than to interfere. And Boken's back again. Unfazed by the awkward silence, Boken searches through his bag for quite a while. He pulls out a sizable brown paper package. There you go. A little something from old Boken. Potion of protection from arrows, potion of eagle splendor, protection from fire. Let me take a look where I'm at. I think it might be a good spot to call it for the night. Let's see. Spending little nickels and dimes here and there. It's adding up. It's all adding up. Anyway, it's getting to be a good spot to call it for the night. Thank you all for joining me. Have a good night.